Hey, welcome back everybody. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name is Kepley. Today is April 19th, 2017. Today is Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good one. In today's video, I just wanted to cover the subject of Bitcoin. Okay, I haven't covered this yet in about a year and a half of being on YouTube. It's been gaining a lot of popularity. The price of it has risen dramatically, and so I thought, might as well cover it because a lot of people are investing in it, and it is looked at as an investment when it comes to the currency side of things. So stick around, keep watching, and we're going to cover some of the just the basic facts of Bitcoin, and then I'll go in on an article and show you some of the other information that I found on Bitcoin right now, which I thought was pretty interesting. So stay tuned, keep watching, and I'll see you guys in the next portion of this video. Okay, so we're back here and we're covering Bitcoin today. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, all right, and it's pretty controversial in regards to if is it safe or is it not safe. Okay, I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm not invested in it, but I am curious about it because I do invest in currencies that are safe havens, such as gold and silver, and I know that Bitcoin is being looked upon as kind of a safe haven currency now. So there's a lot of people going into Bitcoin for the same kind of protection that gold and silver offer. All right, I don't know about that. I kind of have to question that a little bit, and that's just based off my own background in information technology. I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but I was a network engineer for about 6 or 7 years working for a bank. Okay. And during that time, I learned a lot about securing networks and just dealing with the security side of things when it comes to transactions taking place, on one person's account, and money moving around from account to account in the form of digital ones and zeros. So I got to see, on the back end, behind the curtains, what some of these banks are doing as far as the technology that's involved with them. So with that in mind, and knowing what I know about the information technology side of things and securing networks, Bitcoin, I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air with it. We'll have to wait and see what it does here in the next, I'm going to give it probably about a year and a half to 2 years, see what it does here, and then I'll think about maybe getting involved with Bitcoin. But I'm just going to cover some facts real quick on Bitcoin, and then I'm going to take us in on an article that I found and just cover some of the other information that's on there, because there's a lot of information on Bitcoin. I can't cover it all on this board for you without this video going over about 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep this short. Bitcoin was introduced October 31st of 2008. Okay, Bitcoin is fairly new. It's only been around for 9 years. It's categorized as a decentralized virtual currency by the U.S. Treasury. Now, decentralized means that they can't control it. Okay. Now, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are considering Bitcoin as a safe haven as well, because it's outside the system. As of February 2015, over 100,000 merchants and vendors accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. Okay, now that's important to remember too, because that means that you can basically take your Bitcoin and use it as a form of barter. All right. Now, if you compare that to, like, say, gold and silver, there's probably a lot more places right now that are accepting Bitcoin, just because it's digital and it's easy to use, than, say, gold and silver. Now, I could be wrong on that. If you have any information on that comparison between the two, which one's being used more as a form of barter, go ahead and leave your thoughts on that in the comments section below in this video, and let us know, because again, I'm still learning about investments and new things that are coming on the market and gaining popularity and that kind of thing. So I don't know everything, guys. If you do know which one's used as a form of barter more often, gold, silver, or Bitcoin, go ahead and leave comments in the comment section here. But now I'm going to take you in on an article that I found, and we're going to go ahead and look at some of the other stuff that I found on Bitcoin as well. So keep watching, and I'll see you in the next segment of this video. Okay, so I'm looking at an article right now. This is on Bitcoin, and today is April 19th. It's Wednesday. Markets have just opened, and Bitcoin at the current time, its price index chart shows the spot price at $1,214.62. So it's right up there with gold. Give or take a few $2 here and there, of course. Now here's a chart that I found, and it shows the growth of Bitcoin dating back to August 23rd of 2010. So as you can see, it started out at around 6-7 cents, and then it just literally within the last 9 years has exploded in price. And a lot of this, I believe, is due to the market uncertainties, all the currency that's being printed, and just, overall market uncertainties. And I think that's what's driving the price up here on Bitcoin. Not to mention, again, like I said before, it's outside the system. But we're going to scroll down here real quick, see if I can't find... Oh, here it was. Okay, so that's the chart. Let me flip over here to this. I found some information here as well. So, if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin, how would you invest in Bitcoin? So this post is gonna outline some things you need to know before you buy. It's gonna explain things like the basics of investing in Bitcoin, why it needs to be taken seriously, how to buy Bitcoins with credit card or a bank account. And yes, that's correct, folks. You can buy Bitcoin. I'll do another video on this portion here on how to buy Bitcoin, and break it down for you, and let you know like how much you can buy and if there's any limits or regulations on how much you can buy. If you have that information right now, again, go ahead and leave that in the comments section here. Why Bitcoin is gaining traction. The world is becoming even more reliant on the internet. It's no surprise that Bitcoin is a secure, global, and digital currency, and has claimed the interest of investors. Bitcoin is open to everyone and provides an exciting opportunity to delve into an entirely new asset class. So why would you invest in Bitcoin? Well, this article here says it seems silly to some people that one Bitcoin can be worth hundreds of dollars. What makes Bitcoin valuable? So they're going to talk about the value of it from an investor standpoint here. And they say, let's look to gold as an example currency. There's a limited amount of gold on Earth. And as you've followed me in my channel, I've been saying this about gold and silver, that there's only a limited amount. As new gold is mined, there's always less and less gold left, and it becomes harder and more expensive to find and mine. So with that in mind, and hearing me say that over and over and over, I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about that, but it's the truth. And I mean, they're even saying it here. The same is true with Bitcoin. There are only 21 million Bitcoin, and as time goes on, they become harder and harder to mine. Take a look at Bitcoin's inflation rate and supply rate. So, Bitcoin is being produced, but it has to be developed by programmers. Okay? And so that's what they're referring to here when they talk about mining Bitcoin. I'll shoot another video at a later date covering the mining aspect of Bitcoin, because I want to know more about that. Again, if you guys have information about that, how it works, feel free to go ahead and comment in the comment section. But here's Bitcoin inflation versus time. And you'll notice orange is the inflation rate, blue is the monetary base. And as you can see, the monetary base just explodes. And as the monetary base, money being printed, Bitcoin, they've got it listed over here in the millions, it just explodes with it.
So it's good inflation hedge. In addition to being scarce, Bitcoins are useful, of course. Bitcoins provide sound and predictable monetary policy that can be verified by anyone. So Bitcoin's sound monetary policy is one of its most important features. It's possible to see when new Bitcoins are created or how many Bitcoins are in circulation. Bitcoins can be sent from anywhere in the world to anywhere else in the world. No bank can block payments or close your account. And this portion right here, guys, I love. I love that about Bitcoin, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that love this about Bitcoin as well. And that would be just another reason why you might want to look at it as an investment as time progresses here, because of all the geopolitical events taking place and economic policy that's being shoved down our throats from the Federal Reserve. So if you want to get away from that, it looks like Bitcoin is a good place to go. Bitcoin makes cross-border payments possible and also provides an easy way for people to escape failed government monetary policy. So, we've already looked at the price. We've covered the inflation chart here, showing you how it's an inflation hedge. When is the right time to buy? As with any market, nothing is for sure. Throughout its history, Bitcoin has generally increased in value at a very fast pace, followed by a slow, steady downfall until it stabilizes. So it kind of moves and acts like the metals. You'll notice that metals can increase in price fairly fast rate, and then they always end up having a pullback or they have to come down in price. Well, Bitcoin's no different. So Bitcoin does the same thing. You can use tools like Bitcoin Wisdom or CryptoWatch to analyze charts and understand Bitcoin's price history. And guys, I'm going to leave a link for this article in the description below so you can go back and read it for yourself and look at some of these websites that they're referring us to. Bitcoin is global and not affected by any single country's financial situation or stability. For example, here they say speculation about the Chinese yuan devaluation in the past has caused more demand from China, which also pulled up the exchange rate on U.S. and Europe-based exchanges. Global chaos is generally seen as a benefit to Bitcoin's price. Global chaos is generally seen as a benefit to Bitcoin's price, since Bitcoin sits outside the control or influence of any particular government. When thinking about how economics and politics will affect Bitcoin's price, it's important to think on a global scale, not just about what's happening in a single country. They go in here and they talk about how to invest in Bitcoin and where to buy. I'm not going to go into that. How to secure Bitcoins. As with anything valuable, hackers, thieves, and scammers will all be after your Bitcoins. So securing your Bitcoin is necessary. If you're serious about investing in Bitcoin and see yourself buying a significant amount, we recommend using Bitcoin wallets that were built with security in mind. They talk about Ledger Nano S and Trezor. Ledger is a Bitcoin security company that offers a wide range of secure Bitcoin storage devices. We currently see the Ledger Nano S as Ledger's most secure wallet. You can read more about that right here in this article. Trezor is another one, which is a hardware wallet that was built to secure Bitcoins. It generates your Bitcoin private keys offline. Okay, now private keys are something that they use in the IT world for security purposes when they're passing information back and forth on networks. So I understand how that works. If you want more information on how that works, go ahead and hit the article here. Again, if you guys are listening to this and you know more about this than I do, feel free to leave comments about the private keys and how this stuff works when it comes to securing Bitcoin, okay? There's something called Bitcoin mining. I'm not going to cover that in today's video. I'll cover that in a later video. And for final thoughts here, they're saying that it's important to understand how Bitcoin works before investing in any money. Well, no duh. Bitcoin is still new and it can take months to understand the true impact Bitcoin can have on the world. And guys, because I'm new to this as well, those are going to be some of the videos that I shoot at a later date, talking about this kind of stuff. So for now, I just wanted to give you an introduction to it, so you know a little bit more about it. And again, I'll shoot some future videos on Bitcoin. I'll start throwing that into my channel here. But that's all I have on Bitcoin. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. These are today's investors' investing tips. And remember, guys, income is the outcome, okay? I'll talk to you later.